Hi everyone, Sophia here from London and welcome to my podcast, Voices Unplugged with Sophia, me. And today I have someone very special on here. Today, in fact, is a little different because this person is going to be my host and I am going to be interviewed. I'll be speaking about Uganda, the bodas, the motorbikes, London, British people, boda means motorbikes. I'll be touching on Jamaica, I'll be touching on London. Guys, tune in right now. Let me introduce you to my host, Abel. Welcome, Abel.
Hi Sophia, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you, Abel.
I love your dress.
Oh,
Where
thank
did you
you.
get it from?
I got this from Ghana.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's lovely.
and I love African clothes because it makes me feel free.
Africa looks the same.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love Africa. The place to be.
It's the only place to be.
Exactly.
How have you loved Uganda so far?
I love Uganda, Abel. You know how much I love Uganda. I love everything about Uganda. The main thing what I love about Uganda, should I tell you? The people.
Wow.
They're free and they're real. And you know that saying, real recognize real? That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Ugandans are real. Ugandans are real.
They're
just
real.
Straight with you. They'll be straight with you. And they're point blank.
Point blank.
Yes. That's
no beating around the bush.
No beating around the bush. We are like Jamaica.
Yeah, that's you know about Jamaica?
Yeah, you know about Jamaica. Yes, I know about Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica is like Uganda. I feel like Jamaica is part
very
of Uganda.
similar. Yeah.
It's like another district in Uganda.
It really is another village.
Yeah, it's like another village.
Yeah. Jamaica's amazing. My parents, well, I shouldn't say parents because I grew up with one parent. My mother was my mum and dad, and she is a true Jamaican, and she's kept her culture. She's kept the Jamaican language. Like if you hear my mum, you'd be like, wow, how is this woman 82 still talks real Jamaican?
Actually, I haven't told you. I want to go to Jamaica one day.
I would be happy to.
I would love you to, to take me around Jamaica. I would introduce you.
Yeah.
And today I'm your host on the Voices Unplugged with Sophia.
Yes.
So today it's not Sophia, it's Abel.
And I'm happy to have you here because we're getting to know each other, right?
Yeah.
And I love you, Abel. You're real. So I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. I just love your energy. I love how you flow, and I feel like the viewers out there who want to experience Sophia and experience who she is. You better watch this podcast.
Don't miss out.
You better watch it. Today I am your host, and I want to start right away. I want you to share with me your life in Uganda. I mean, let's talk about bodas. How have you found bodas?
Oh my God, guys in London! If you don't know what boda is, it's motorbikes.
Tell them.
It is like it's lawless.
Yeah.
Like in London, you never see bodas, motorbikes, people on motorbikes, no helmets, just driving crazy.
Really?
In London, you'd be put in jail. You'd be in prison.
Yeah.
You'd
be arrested.
You'd be arrested because you're not allowed to. It's against the law to ride in my country, London. Right, without a helmet. But it's so like intriguing. Like. Do you know what I mean, Abel? I mean, the first time I came to Uganda, I got my camera out, I was videoing. I was like, no, this can't be real.
Surprising, they didn't steal your camera? It wasn't stolen?
It wasn't stolen because that's another thing. They steal your phone from cars.
They didn't steal it?
No.
You're so lucky.
No, I'm blessed.
Yes,
I'm
you are. You're so blessed.
No, but the Uber drivers will tell me, Wazungu, because they call me Wazungu.
Yeah.
They say, Wazungu, you need to wind the window up. They will take your phone. I know, I've heard about that, but thank God it hasn't happened to me yet. But the first time I saw bodas, I was blown away.
So tell me about the chaos. I mean, how they just drive through traffic lights.
Oh my gosh.
That chaos. I mean, how did you feel?
Shall I be honest? Stressed.
You felt stressed?
Stressed, but so
I thought you could relate it,
I can relate to it. Yeah. I can relate to it. But Uganda is even worse than Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica is chaotic. Like you go into certain towns and it's just crazy. Like people selling things on the road and calling you to get things, and I'm used to that. But Uganda is like, there's a London saying, takes the biscuit. Like it's just crazy.
Are you sure?
Listen, people are in every corner selling things. Every corner, those little dumpling balls.
Yeah.
Come Wazungu, come. But I love it. I love the vibe in Uganda.
Yeah. So have you been to downtown Kampala?
I've been downtown Kampala.
Tell me your experience.
I went with a friend, She said to me, we want to get some African material. And, I love the African clothes. So there I am going with her, thinking everything's right. I was like this. Like, Because even crossing the road, she had to hold my hand, like didn't let go of my hand really tight. I'm thinking, why is she holding my hand so tight?
Yeah, that's what they do.
But they drive crazy in Uganda.
Yeah.
And they will literally knock you down. That's how it is in Jamaica. If you dare step out when you shouldn't step out, you're knocked down.
Yeah, actually, Uganda downtown, you can relate it to Jamaica. I mean,
100%.
life is, it's so chaotic down.
It's chaotic. That's how it is in Jamaica.
The people are so many, you know, the pickpocketing. Did they
Let's talk about the crime.
Did you?
I haven't experienced.
Not even the crime. The pickpocketing. These guys will just move on you and then they just pick things
In Uganda,
out of you.
right?
Yes, in Uganda.
Yeah, I've heard
Has it
about
happened in London?
Of course it happens in London, but it happens
Really?
yeah, of course. But it happens in very busy areas. Like there's a
Okay.
place called Oxford Street. Now Oxford Street is a bit like Kampala, but upmarket.
Okay.
More upmarket.
Urban?
You know, you
Yeah.
wouldn't see motorbikes, you wouldn't see people crazy selling things on the road. But
Okay.
it's very busy. So that's where the pickpocketers would come, and
Okay.
also on the tube, on the train. But we have underground. Like we
Trains,
have
yes.
trains,
The tunnels.
the tunnels.
Yes.
That's where pickpocketing happens. You'd love it. You gotta come to London, Abel. I'd bring you to Buckingham Palace where the Queen is.
Guys, I have to be to London. I have to check out these spots because the conversations you're telling me. I mean, I mean, there's a place I know. I think I told you about. I told you about Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Because you support Spurs.
I don't support Spurs.
You don't?
I support Arsenal.
Oh, I do too. Yes. Gooners. We call them Gooners. Yeah. I support
Interesting.
Arsenal.
I was telling you about Tottenham.
Yeah.
I was reading a documentary. I saw a documentary on YouTube.
Yeah.
About Tottenham.
Yeah.
And they were telling us about the things. I mean, the gangs.
Oh yeah.
Around Tottenham.
Well, do you know what? Back up. Yeah. Go on.
So tell me, how is that experience? I mean, do they carry guns? Stuff?
You mean people or
Yeah,
police?
the people.
Oh yeah, the people. There's certain gangs in London. Yeah, like you know, my mum has a children's home, and we had young people coming in from gangs. Now Tottenham, there's a Tottenham gang.
Yes.
There's a gang up the road, Wood Green, where I grew up. Londoners, you know Wood Green. So Wood Green is like maybe 15 minutes up the road. That's another gang there. Then there's another gang in Hackney.
Oh my
So I'm just
God.
trying to break it down, yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe half an hour up the road from Tottenham, that's another Hackney gang, and they all have names.
Wow.
Now many of them do carry guns and knives, and it's a problem. The problem in London is young people. Like the Tottenham gang, if they go into Wood Green area, they're like, where are you from? And if they say I'm from Tottenham, they're stabbing you.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. It's
my
about
God.
like protecting their turf. To be honest, it's like animals.
They be like protecting territories.
It's like
you
animals.
can't go to a certain
It's
territory.
like animals. I have
Oh
a
my
cat.
God.
I have a cat, and he weeds specifically places in our garden, so foxes and other cats don't come there. If they smell his wee, they won't come. That's how they are.
Oh.
Like animals.
Now, here in Kampala.
I hate it.
Here in Kampala, it's different. I think I shared with you a story. I'll take you to one of these gangs and you see them. And you see
Can
how
I interview them? Maybe?
Yeah, you can.
I can't
sure,
wait.
Sure.
I
You
can't
have
wait.
to. You have to. Now, here it's different. Here, gangs don't carry guns. There's gangs.
Wow.
They don't have guns.
They don't carry guns?
Yeah, they don't carry guns because they can't access them, you know. It's very hard to access a gun because we don't have shops that sell guns here. They're not, yes. You carrying a gun, you have to be with a license.
Right.
You understand? And you have to be a rich person to carry a gun because why would I carry a gun? I mean, to protect from what?
So they carry knives,
You know,
machete.
yes, they carry machetes, they carry, you know, and they
Still
operate.
dangerous weapon.
Very dangerous.
Chop
If
your
you
head
met
off.
them, yes, they would. They would chop your head off, you know. And this is how they operate. They're also like, you know, gangs in London. They operate in cities, different cities, like you said. We have different cities and different towns.
Really?
I would say Kamocha is a town.
Kamosha.
It has a gang.
I know Kamosha.
Yes, just here. Kamocha has a gang. And then Naguru, it has a gang. And then you hear a place called Kawempe, it has a gang as well.
So what about if they go into that turf?
Of course, they have to fight. They have to stab each other. I mean, if you come to my territory,
They don't want you.
they don't want you.
So it's the same as London.
It's the same as London, but it's different. In London, you guys carry knives with you. You understand? and you
Yeah,
just
but if
stab
police
randomly.
catch you, if police, because a lot of the youths, they hide their knives in bushes. If they are caught with a knife, there's a new law now. I've forgotten the amount of sentence you get, but I think it's something like 6 years, just for, something like that, with a knife. Yeah, don't count me on the years, but they're clamping down now.
Yeah.
Because even just the other day in Tottenham, this guy, a Muslim guy, he was Somalian. I believe he was in a gang. He was shot dead in his head.
Oh my God.
He was a young guy, like just not even 30 yet.
Yeah.
Shot dead.
Yes.
And I'm like 27. That's it.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, what did he do? So
He
a
was
friend of
just
mine,
young.
a friend of mine was telling me, and I said to her, you know, I'm so sorry because no one deserves to die like that.
True,
but
true.
a lot of the time, Abel,
Yes.
it's related to gang crime.
Yeah, gang crime. And we should tell young people out there,
Yeah.
you should not involve yourself in these gangs.
Don't involve yourself in gangs.
Don't involve yourself.
Because you're either dead or in jail.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's how you end up.
Yes, that's that. And you spoil
That's the
your
reality.
life, you know,
Yeah.
and it's the reality about life.
Yeah.
If you enter these gangs, you'll die.
Dead.
Understand? Yes.
It's not worth it. Come out of the gangs.
Yes.
Come out.
Yes, it's not worthy
No.
being in those gangs. It's not worthy stealing people's property. It's not worthy killing other people. It's not really worthy.
No, and there's a
Yes.
thing called karma, and the word says
Yes.
as well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
And what goes around?
Comes around.
Perfect. That brings me to another question.
Yes.
Have you tried a Rolex before? in
Oh,
Uganda?
I love it. Delicious. That's
Tell
one of
me
my
experience.
favorites. Well, the first time I saw it, I thought, what is that? And then when I like bit into it, it was just like so delicious. I like Rolex. I like Rolex a lot. In fact, I'd like to know how to make that.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that Uganda.
It's simple. It's simple.
And I like Wokoto. Is that the name of it? Or Mokoto?
Mokoto? No, I don't know that. What's that?
You're joking, innit?
I don't know that.
You do.
Who told you that?
Yeah.
Is it matoke or?
Oh, Matoke!
Perfect. That's the one I was looking for.
Oh my God. Do you know what? Sorry, Ugandans. Yeah, I love Ugandan people.
What did you say?
I
What
said
did you say?
Wokoto.
Oh my God.
Ugandans, forgive me. I'm learning.
Yes. She's just learning. She's just
Oh,
learning.
I love you, Ugandans.
Yeah?
But that is beautiful.
You
That
tried
is
matoke?
I love it. That's a beautiful dish because
Okay.
in Jamaica,
Is it in Jamaica?
not that exactly how they do it.
Okay.
But we have green banana.
Oh,
and
you
we
do?
have it with ackee and saltfish. Let me say it in Jamaican. Ackee and saltfish.
Oh.
Hey, that's our national dish.
Oh, really?
And we have green banana. What is in matoke? Is that right?
Yeah, matoke.
That's what's in matoke. But you mash it. We boil it.
We boil it and then you can actually, squeeze it.
That is nice.
With these leaves.
And you serve it in a leaf.
Yeah, you serve
It's
in a
beautiful.
leaf, and it's delicious.
It's delicious. I like it. And they do it with a peanut sauce
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, the gillets.
But Jamaicans, they just boil it with yam and green banana and sweet potato. That reminds me, every time I come to Uganda, this is my 6th time coming, and I'm here for long now.
Yeah.
And every time I come here,
Yeah.
I look very well. I'm not showing off, but within 2 weeks, I just look very well. So I
Okay.
said to my husband, what is it? And he said, it's the organic food.
Yeah.
I love that
Our
about
food is
Uganda.
natural.
But can I say something? Jamaica was like that once.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
always had organic food.
Yes.
But now, sadly, it's imported. We had farmers. We still got farmers in our country.
Yeah.
But there's very few. A lot of it, they want to just
So
feed the chickens
most of the
quickly.
food is imported?
Imported from
Oh my
America,
God.
from all
Oh
over
my
the
God.
countries,
Oh my
Spain,
God.
in
Okay.
Jamaica. And back in the day when I was going to Jamaica as a child, my uncle, he used to breed chickens.
Yeah.
And they used to take really long to grow. Now they inject them. Within
Oh
6
my
weeks, they're big
God.
chickens.
Oh my God.
Within about 6 weeks, they're big, huge chickens.
Oh my
It
God.
doesn't take 6 weeks to grow into a chicken.
Yeah, it doesn't. So tell me, how about, apart from matoke, you've tried the Rolex, right?
I love the Rolex.
Matoke, the Zenats, What else?
I like the chicken I had today. Was that African food? Not really.
No,
But it was
not
the
really.
tastiest fried chicken I had.
Yeah. But the chicken is made, is from here.
It's from here.
Yeah.
I want to invest in more African food. I like the stews. I like they do a lot of bean stews and they're very healthy.
Have you tried beans?
That is
You've
one of
tried
my
them?
favorite over here.
Yeah, so let's talk about the food in Jamaica. I've told you I want to taste the food in Jamaica. I mean,
Food in Jamaica, I'm not just showing off. To me, I just love Jamaican food.
Okay.
And I think because I've grown up in it, just like you're Ugandan, you've grown up on Uganda,
Yeah,
we all
true.
have preferences.
Yeah.
But I love Jamaican food. Jamaican,
what is
my favorite
What is
Jamaican.
the common food?
Okay.
If I go to
It's
Jamaica,
called-
what food can I ask?
Say to them you want stew peas.
What's that?
Stew peas.
Stew peas.
Yes, you get it with oxtail.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make it for you one day.
Yeah,
my
you
brother.
got.
I promise you in a car today.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna make it for you. Everyone knows that I make the best stew peas.
Yes.
I don't think no
and
one
you
can
told
top
me you're a
it.
chef, so.
I am a chef.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
You're a chef.
I can't just wait.
No,
I
the
can't
stew
wait.
peas, salt mackerel is nice, but they don't have salt mackerel here. But they have oxtail here. I saw it.
Wait. So mackerel is what?
Mackerel
Those
is a
green
fish.
leaves?
No, it's a fish.
It's a fish?
Yes.
Oh,
and we
okay.
have mackerel with green banana, you know what I mean? And then another one, stew peas. There's so much Jamaican dishes.
Yeah.
You know, stew chicken.
I want to try them.
Stew chicken. Stew chicken is delicious.
Yes.
There's so many. Curry chicken.
So what would you recommend Ugandans to try? Which Jamaican
If they
food?
go to Jamaica?
If they go to Jamaica. Which food do you want them to, you know?
I will like, shall I look there or shall I look there?
Whatever you want to look, whatever you want to just tell them.
Tell you. Right, if you go to Jamaica,
Yeah.
okay, I would recommend ackee and saltfish. That is a national dish, yeah? And just say to you, if you want to talk Jamaican, say ackee and saltfish. Yeah, all right. And then
I love the accent.
that's a little. Well, I'm not very good at the accent.
Okay.
My Jamaican friends would laugh at me.
Okay.
But I'm very Jamaican because I grew up there
I can
for
feel the
many
energy.
years.
Yeah.
I love Jamaica.
Okay.
And another dish I would say stew peas with oxtail, lamb, mutton. Another one of our dishes is curry goat.
Okay.
I had goat here yesterday in Uganda. It was delicious, and I love the way it's infused with Indian people here.
Okay.
I like the mix. I like the way Indians and Ugandans mix. So curry goat is another one.
Oh, lovely. So from the food,
Yes.
now to security. How is police in Jamaica? How is police in London? I mean, do they carry guns like here? Because here on the streets,
Okay.
I think you've seen guns.
I live in the most stupid country.
You've seen guns on the streets here?
In Uganda, all the people have guns. And I love it. Even the people outside, you go to draw money from the bank, I was shocked. And there's a security guy with a big gun. And I'm like, why?
Wait, they don't carry guns in
No
London?
way. In London, you go to security, there's no police there. There's no police. Now, this is why people get hold of guns so quickly. Because our law, they do, if they need a police patrol car with guns, they will call for that specific patrol car. If they say, right, Abel's down the road or Sophie's down the road, she's got a gun and she's about to kill someone, they will send a patrol car with guns. So we do have guns if needed to use. But normal police on the road.
How fast, if I'm carrying a gun right now, I'm going to shoot Sophia.
I'll probably be dead before they come.
You'd be dead, yeah.
But they do have cars with the patrol with guns. But they're used very rarely, but they do have them. But they walk with these stupid little truncheons. You know what a truncheon is? Like a long stick.
I know them.
It's ridiculous, Ugandans.
Yeah.
I want police to... But then again, there are some people that say in London that they don't like the fact that... They like the fact that police don't carry guns because it's not so fair. People don't have so much fair, But I feel safe when I see guns in Jamaica. As for Jamaica, there's no way they could be like London in Jamaica because the crime in Jamaica, sadly, as much as I love Jamaica, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
So it's bad. Uganda has low crime. Jamaica has high crime.
And do you know why Uganda has low crime?
Don't be put off. Hold on. Don't be put off, Ugandans, of going, no one will trouble you. They fight really amongst themselves, sadly. But they love the tourists. They're friendly. They don't trouble the tourists because they know the tourists are bringing in money.
Let me tell you, Ugandans are so welcoming people. They love foreigners. And they embrace foreigners. They can treat you like family. I think you've just realized that because everyone around here treats you like family.
Everyone.
They just love you.
Yeah.
That's Uganda.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We just love people.
I love that. That was something I fell in love with Uganda. The people, the warmth. And Jamaica has that. Jamaica has that. Jamaica people are very friendly. They're very warm, and they want you to embrace their country. And the good Jamaicans can't stand the ones who are bad. They hate it because they're bringing down the country. So the good Jamaicans, the percent of Jamaicans what are good are more than the bad. It's a small percent of bad, and they fight amongst themselves, and they can't stand it.
So on the word bad, let's talk about the crimes in Jamaica. Talk about crimes in London. You haven't seen crimes here. You've just.
I haven't. Right? I've heard about crime
You've
here,
just had here.
like a bit of kidnapping, stuff like that.
And that happens. Actually, that doesn't happen to
regular.
from thieves. It comes from actually government agencies.
Really?
Yeah, they kidnap people. They're the ones that kidnap people. Those
For
crimes you
ransom,
think-
to hold them for ransom.
Not for ransom, but for political reasons. If you're not, if you don't support the government,
Really?
and you're an influencer, you talk about these
Yeah.
things on TV, or you talk
Yeah.
about these things on radio, or you post about them,
You know what I do love?
they will kidnap you. Yes.
You know what I do love, Abel?
Mm-hmm.
What I love about Uganda, very similar to Jamaica. Hey!
Tell
Very
me, tell
similar
me,
to Jamaica.
tell me.
Let me tell you, if you are thief from someone in Jamaica,
Yes.
in the village, like we don't call it village, we call it, do we call it village? No, Africans call it village. We call it parishes.
Parishes? Yes.
Parishes is like village. In Uganda say village, Jamaica
Yes.
say parishes.
Yes.
Now, if a certain thief comes to rob you for your watch, or for your chain, or for your money, or your bag, and they catch them, they will beat them till they're dead.
It happens here.
I know. Someone told me.
Yeah, if you steal my phone
you are
and
dead.
people get you, you're dead.
You're dead.
The police is not there, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
There's no, we're going to arrest you. In
Yeah,
London, in London, they don't do that. Very civilized country.
It's-
where I live from.
Yes.
They will handcuff you, come on, arrest you.
Yes.
I'm not saying there's racism, because there is racism in London, but they have to treat people fairly.
Yes.
So they will put handcuffs on you. There's no beating. They handcuff you, they bring you in the car, they even offer you tea in the police station.
But I feel like Jamaica and Uganda, it is rough.
If you dare thief and find you in a parish in Jamaica and you thief from someone who knows, and especially the community, they'll beat you to your death.
Oh my God.
That is the truth.
I've seen that. It happens in Kampala as well.
Well, I've heard that. A friend of mine,
It happens.
a good friend, is like my son here. He said to me, he's grown and born. He said, English mom. He called me English mom. He said, English mom, you steal in Uganda, they beat you dead. Hey.
Let's talk about the English.
Yes.
How have you found people in Uganda? I mean,
How do we what?
how have you found the language? I mean, can they relate with you? Ugandans,
I love it. Yes.
Yeah. We speak English.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because I've been to a few African countries. I've been to Kenya.
Yeah.
I've been to Gambia, and I've been to Ghana.
Okay.
Now Uganda, I found very similar to Ghana.
Okay.
Because Ghana is the first language is English too.
Yeah.
I love it. Ugandans,
They also speak English,
They
yeah.
all speak English.
Yeah.
And I just feel at home.
You just feel at home.
Because even though their first language is their Ugandan language, but their second, actually, maybe their first language is even English. Would you say?
Yeah.
No?
The official language is English. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
I love it. They understand me.
Yeah.
I don't have to say anything, but sometimes I talk fast. And they say, Madam, slow down.
Your accent is so.
Yeah.
Your accent is so English.
Oh no.
It's so British.
Oh, but I'm such an African woman though. I'm an Afro-Caribbean
Yeah,
woman. I'm
yeah.
African and I'm Jamaican.
Yeah, and I know you love Africa.
I love Africa.
Yeah.
But I'm proud to be British too. I'm very proud of where I'm coming from because it's a good country, it's a good schooling.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to my driver today,
Yeah.
and we were speaking about the difference with schooling.
Yeah.
And what I don't like, and we were talking about the president, and I said to him, if I was the president of Uganda, I would let school fees be free, let everyone go to school for free, and I would let hospital fees be for free. Because what about people live in villages?
You gotta look in this camera and tell them, yeah. If you were president of
If
Uganda.
I was president of Uganda,
Yes.
me, Wazungu,
Yes.
African Wazungu, okay? If I was president of this country,
Yeah.
I would demand children go to school for free. Because there are people who cannot afford, to send their children to school. In London, one of the highest country in the world in terms of the money is a high, top country for a very expensive country.
Yeah.
Now, our schools are free.
Yeah.
You go to hospital, you get free hospital treatment.
Yes.
This is ridiculous, Uganda. This is ridiculous, Jamaica. They're the same.
They're the same.
You need to cut it. And on my country, British country, we would go on the street and march. We would protest with banners.
Not here, not here.
Ugandans get together and protest.
No way.
With your banners.
Not here. If you go on the streets with your banners, you either end up in jail.
Oh no.
Or you're tear gassed.
Oh no.
Or you're gunned down.
Oh no.
So you choose from
it's risky.
Very. So
no.
you gotta choose what you want.
But people, I would not protest them. But in my country, there's a lot of freedom of speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It's a shame.
Here they tell you there's freedom of speech, but when you speak, after you speak, we don't guarantee freedom.
You might be dead.
You might be dead. You might be in jail. You understand what I'm saying?
I shouldn't laugh.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Yes, very funny. So you choose. You understand? You go on the streets, you choose. You either go to jail.
That's scary though.
It's very scary. That's why you don't see Ugandans on the streets, protesting or what. You understand?
In London, they protest every time.
I see the
in
news.
London, they even go to Downing Street.
Yes, I see the
You know who lives
news.
in Downing Street? The Prime Minister. You call President?
Yeah.
Prime Minister. They
Yeah.
will march. Now, there's a barrier. Like from over there to here, there's a big barrier. You cannot walk past it. But they will go to the barrier, shouting and swearing and protesting.
Yes.
And sometimes they even win.
Yeah, and surprisingly, these people are given security
Yes.
to protect them.
Oh, they get security to protect them.
Oh
the
my
police
God.
come to protect.
Oh my God, not here.
No, it's different.
Here it's different.
I don't know if they protest in Jamaica. I'm not sure.
I've not had protests in Jamaica.
I will have to come back on the next episode on that. I'm not sure if they do, but I've never ever seen them in protest.
Okay.
I think with Jamaicans, they ain't got time.
Have you been to a protest before?
In Jamaica?
No.
In
Anywhere.
London, yes, I've been to several.
Really?
Yes, I've been to one.
Okay.
Because I have a friend, his name is Roger Sylvester. It was around the world, his story.
Yeah.
Many years ago, about 20 years ago, the police raided his house. And, well, they didn't raid his house actually, they just went into his house and they bombarded him and he died. They beat him up.
Yeah.
They beat him up and he died.
Yeah.
And I went on a protest because he was killed by police.
Yeah.
And even up to today, nothing was done.
Oh my God.
And he was a dear friend of mine. I was out there protesting.
Ah, that was bad.
Yeah, I protested the streets of Tottenham. Yes, we marched.
You went.
I went for it. I was shouting and marching.
Wow.
Because you got to stand up
That was
for your
interesting.
rights.
Yeah, you gotta stand up for your rights. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe we need to go to your president and have a meeting.
Yeah, we gotta go and check out these prisons as well.
Podcasts, come on, God, let us let it go good.
Yeah, you tell our viewers that we are going to prisons. We're gonna share these stories.
No, I'm serious, you know, Ava.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too. I'm serious about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to prison, check out, and we shall share stories. Miss Sophia will share stories. Yes? Voices Unplugged.
Yes.
We'll share stories.
Speak out. Time to speak out.
Yes, speak out. And for that information, you gotta tell them they should subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
They should comment.
Yes,
they should share to different people.
At the end of this podcast, we'll give you details on how to subscribe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Will that be on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that this podcast is going to be amazing. I believe that people will tune in. I believe that we're going to touch people around the world.
Yes.
And you've been an amazing host today.
Let's talk about the culture and music.
Oh,
how have you found culture and music?
I love it.
Really?
I love the music in Uganda.
The producer, who's the producer? Producer is there? You gotta say that again.
I love the music in Uganda. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I hear it on the road, and people even play music from their boda.
So tell me, do you know artists in Uganda?
I don't know any.
Okay.
But I love.
But you love the music.
I love the music.
Okay.
And I recognize the voice.
Okay.
But I can't put. I find it difficult to put the name on it. But I love
the music.
But I've always loved Afrobeats.
Okay.
I love Afrobeats.
Afrobeats. It's Africa.
Everywhere. Jamaica plays Afrobeat.
Yeah,
before Jamaica would only play reggae music.
Reggae music, yes.
No, they play Afrobeat. They love Jamaicans love Afrobeats.
I still love Jamaica. I love Jamaican music.
You got to go.
Yes.
But Jamaican music, I think, is one of the best in the world, and people are influenced by them.
And I feel like music is born in Jamaica.
100%.
That's
the heart of music.
Yeah, it's the heart of music.
Yeah. They just got rhythm.
Yeah.
But remember, we are all originate from Africa.
Africa, I want to share you a story of one of the Jamaican artists. You know the Morgan Heritage?
Yes.
They came to Uganda, and I got a chance. Yeah, they did.
Oh.
They staged a concert in Uganda.
Lovely.
And I managed to get a chance to attend the concert.
Fantastic.
It was lovely.
They tore the house down.
It was lovely. It was
just
fire.
got vibes.
They got the vibe.
Ugandans.
Gramps Morgan was sharing a story about Africa.
Yeah.
And he was telling people that they feel like they are from Africa. They feel like when they come here, they're home. You understand?
Oh, lovely.
And one thing he mentioned, he was like, if I'm to settle in any other part in the world, I would settle in Africa.
Beautiful. Oh, Jamaica, especially
that won my heart.
Oh,
you know, it won my heart and was like, if Gramps Morgan can love Africa this much, how about me?
Because a lot of Jamaicans, some Jamaicans say, "Oh, I'm not African. Don't call me African." But majority of them, the clever, sensible ones, know that the motherland is Africa. That's where we originate from. And especially the Rastas in Jamaica, they love. A lot of them move to Ghana, and move to Uganda, and move to, you know, they don't want to be. They want to be close to Africa. You see?
Interesting.
There's something about Africa. When I come here, I just feel proud.
Africa has life.
I feel proud.
Africa has life.
Yes.
When you come to Africa, it's like, you know, you've entered another heaven on earth. We have the fresh waters. We have the pearl. You know, you're going to explore the pearl of Africa. Did you know that?
Do you know something? I'm not sorry to change the subject.
It's okay.
But even my skin, I said to my husband, have you noticed something about my skin?
Oh my God.
It's just smooth.
Really?
And it's the water.
Oh my God,
the
that's
water's
lovely.
softer.
Yeah.
London water is harsh.
Really?
I don't use water on my face in London. I don't use water on my face because it's too harsh. I use wipes.
Okay.
Here I wash my face with African soap and water.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We have pure water.
Pure.
Like everything is natural.
Beautiful.
Here. Yes, and you should tell our viewers, you should tell your viewers of the Voices Unplugged that more of these stories are going to be shared on your platform. Now? Yeah, you should tell them. So guys, tune in. Because we're winding up, you should tell them. I'm going to tell them. They should be excited about this podcast, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, Voices Unplugged with Sophia, okay? I am today with Abel. He was the host today, did amazing. But guys, Abel will be working behind the scenes on episodes, what's coming up, and it's going to be called Voices Unplugged with Sophia. We're going to be going to gangs. We're going to be speaking to gangsters in Uganda. We're going to go to so many different places. We're
Teenage
going to go
mothers, you know, on the
mud
streets.
Huts. Guys, we're going to mud huts. We're going to go to rich people too. There's very rich people in Africa.
We'll go to prisons, you know, to check out on how people, you know,
how people live in the prison. Will they let us in the prison?
Yeah, they will.
They'll let a woman in the prison.
Yes, when we ask.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it is. It is safe.
So who will look after me in the prison? God.
You have God. You know, you have God.
Yeah. Yes, but I'll make sure we're trainers and in jeans and like I'm ready to fight.
Yeah. True.
If anyone trouble me, I remember I've got gangster in me, you know.
You don't need to fight.
No.
You don't need to fight.
Okay.
You'll be protected.
I'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be
so
good.
we're going into prisons, as I was saying. We're going
on the
into
markets. Tell them the markets.
Oh, we're going into the markets.
You know, local markets.
Local market, because I have only driven past the local market. I remember last year Christmas, and they had turkeys just holding up the turkeys live.
Yes.
The turkeys were. I couldn't believe it. These turkeys. That's like Jamaica. That's like Jamaica. You want a chicken, you go to the farm. Head chopped off.
You should tell your viewers.
You want a goat?
You should tell your viewers you have a lot of stories to share with them.
I have a lot of stories.
They should tune in into other episodes, because we're winding up with this episode.
Okay, this is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
Guys, you're going to love it.
It's going to be lovely.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to be with Sophia.
Oh.
She's from London. I'm from Uganda. And we are excited, to share with you stories from Jamaica. You know,
London.
She has blood from Jamaica.
Yes.
She has blood from London and Uganda as well.
I now have blood from you. I'm Uganda too.
Uganda is your next, Uganda is your next country.
Absolutely.
You understand? Yes, and you guys should be excited about this podcast. And I also have a podcast, Sophia.
Yes.
I told you about it.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tell them.
The Industry Critique. It's a podcast where I share information about the entertainment industry.
Yes, you did.
The videography, the music, the vixens, the videographers, the producers, the audio producers, the musicians themselves. So I share information.
Fantastic.
You can check it out. As you check out Voices Unplugged with Sophia.
And I've checked out exactly what you. I saw you. You were brilliant.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing more episodes.
I love your energy, and I feel like this podcast is gonna blow.
You know what? When you put your trust in God,
Mm-hmm.
anything is possible.
Yes, and guys, trust in God. Everything is possible.
Everything.
Voices Unplugged with Sophia.
With me.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Yeah.